Hello everybody, and welcome to, I guess we've called this Bhashiva Faction Deep Dive.
Yeah.
So we used to call these showcases, but we swapped terminology because using the exact same words as the videos, and it was getting a bit confusing. So deep dives, that's what you'll see now. But if you're around for Tides of Torment, we did all of our showcase videos there. This is effectively going to be a very similar thing. So we're going to give an in-depth look at Bhashiva. We'll start off just by having a little play around with some of the Cathay tweaks, and I've got some notes just on those, but we'll move on very swiftly, showing you Bhashiva, some custom battle, and then some campaign. Joining me here today are two guests, one of whom is very familiar. It's so familiar I didn't even feel the need to put a name on. The other one I didn't need to put a name on because it's a very familiar name. So we've got Rich and we've got Josh. Josh K, maybe we'll say.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So Rich, Bhashiva, what's been your work on the project? What's been your role?
So being a game director, I'm working with all aspects of the team, all team members on what we want to bring into fantasy for Bhashiva and the Tiger Warriors. And having a lot of fun working with Games Workshop to realise this brand new piece of content that you're going to get to play for the first time here in Total War Warhammer. And
hopefully by now the overview video has gone out, so people would have seen a little bit. I've been running around, so I've not seen it, but hopefully people have seen a little bit of what Bhashiva's got to offer, and then we'll be diving a bit deeper. And so joining us with Rich, we have Josh K. We'll call you.
Yeah.
Josh K. What's been your role working on Bhashiva?
So my role has predominantly been handling the battle side of the Tiger Warrior, so handling the units, the abilities that come with them naturally as well, and of course working with all of our other lovely disciplines like animation, art, VFX, etc., to really bring them to life in battles. And yeah, it's been great. Been an absolute pleasure working on this.
Fantastic. We'll see some of those really cool animations. We got to preview a little bit of the show and tell. So at the show and tell, we showed the first ever footage of Bhashiva, but you're going to see a lot more tigers in this stream.
I do hope so.
Well, if they come out. So I think we'll show off, firstly, we've just got a fantastic piece of art that if people have, this is their stream, the first time they've seen Bhashiva and the Tiger Warriors, they didn't see, I believe the store pages are up.
I think so.
If they haven't seen it yet, then we've got our fancy transition.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
And this is what we've got. Fantastic piece of art.
Yes.
I guess really captures the character of defending Cathay. Or
That's it. She's meant to be a really honourable character. The Tiger Warriors themselves are. So we've gone for that really heroic pose there, as you say.
Yep.
But on the front foot of defending Cathay. So the fantasy of her is very much like to get out there.
Yeah.
Go and be on the front foot. Go and defend the lands. Take the fight to the enemies. And she looks pretty awesome.
The best defence is a good offence, as they say.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I am going to quickly see if my producer's listening and ask them to swap my other monitor to having the stream room feed. So if everyone hears someone suddenly run into the room and start clicking, that's what that'll be. But otherwise, we're doing this live. This is a new setup for us. Since the show and tell, we made some changes to the microphones, so hopefully people are hearing us a little bit better. But we wanted to do this. We wanted to give everyone a bit of a deeper look at the faction and the character. Thank you, producer. As you can see, I have not swapped, so if you can just swap there. But expect a little bit of things maybe going wrong. I mean, as they can tell, this is the first time I've had a massive desk in front of me to try and play live from a sofa. So
casual play, I like it.
It's all casual play when I'm playing. I can see chat. I didn't. Your foot is in the way, but otherwise I can see chat. So what we'll do now is I think we'll just jump to a couple of the Cathay tweaks just to get them, show them off, show people what we've changed, just little bits, and then we'll jump into a custom battle. Typically, I tend to do custom battle versus just loads of Bretonnian peasants. So prepare to see a lot of peasants.
Poor peasants.
Right. So this is a save I cooked up last night, which is not really a save. I just needed to recruit one of each hero. So I've lost everything, but I do have one of each hero, which is all I needed. So should we start off with the Gatemaster? So the first thing to highlight then is the Gatemaster, the Alchemist, and the Astromancer have had extensions to their skill trees. Unfortunately, the person who worked on those couldn't be sat with us here today, but we have them up, and I have written down here my little list of what they looked like before, so that we can have a little comparison. So it looks like here we've got a whole new branch up at the top.
Yeah.
and I'll just mouse over these so people can have a look for them themselves. Culminating spell intensity, which is quite a nice trait for an Astromancer to grab. But we do also have here, and I think this is something that's been pulled through to a lot of the Lords, this kind of trio of choose a specialization. Heroes.
Oh yeah, I think you have something to do with that.
Yeah, more so for the claw speakers, which we'll get to eventually.
They're the only hero not recruited in this save. So Astromancer's got some cool stuff really helping them to buff up their heaven spells there. We've got the Gatemaster, which is a pretty big tree in front of us now, right? If you look at what it was before, it was, I can see here, 4 lines with all of them cut relatively short. But an expansion here with that kind of 3 system. So being able to buff ranged themselves, but with a bit more health.
they were all lacking a little bit from the feedback that we were getting from players at home. So we wanted to just try and pad that out, broaden that out, get it more on parity with what you see elsewhere in the game. So I think the team's done a good job of that. There's still some last minute tweaks and balancing changes going in now.
And they'll see that from the creator build as well, that there's still some stuff. Yeah. The creators will be showing stuff off very soon as this weekend. The build they've got is not the last build, so people can expect to see some changes. So we have a few other hero actions here, which I believe are new, if I'm not misspeaking, to help buff up ammunition, and then a whole new line here.
Yeah. So there's lots of new choices.
Yeah, loads to dig into.
Loads to play around with. I think that's just the general case across Cathay, but we've taken the time there to try and improve a few things, which I'm sure you'll share in a set on technologies, and there's even a mount in there as well. There's a Sky Lantern mount now for one of the characters. There's a lot going on.
There is, and then we've got the Alchemist, who has gained a final ability here, I believe, as part of the trio, so giving a whole new ability as well. And looking at my notes, a couple of other embeds as well. I think embeds.
Show them the stats. That's all that matters.
I literally printed it off on a picture 20 minutes ago. So looking like as well, new hero actions is a thing that the Claw Speaker as well is going to be bringing to us, right? So is it casualty replenishment is a long asked for feature for Cathay. So bringing that in will be very nice. Right. My chat is so much smaller than it was before. So if I peer through, it's my poor vision. Should we talk about the tech tree?
Yes, absolutely. I wish you had do you have a before and after picture?
No, but people can put up their version of it.
Yes.
They can put that
Side
one.
by side
And then we've got this one here.
You can just imagine. Yeah.
Exactly. I think we showed bits of this in the show and tell as well.
Yeah.
But we didn't really mouse over and show any of the changes themselves.
I think one of the big things here, if you've not seen that, is that we acknowledged that Cathay and Tech Tree was quite long, and it took a while to get to the juicy bits. Now you've got 2 tabs focused on military and on the provinces that you can have different starting points to it. So you can get to a lot more of the content a lot quicker, and that's what we really wanted to focus on, because it's a big old tech tree.
Yeah.
And there's some new text in there. There's some modified text as well, as you can see.
We'll see a few of those, I think, because I'm about 50 turns into my Bhashiva campaign.
Good.
So we'll see.
Good.
Because obviously the Tiger Warriors had to be added in to the tech tree, right? Making sure
That's
there's.
right. That's right.
And I believe this central tech is different depending on if you're the Tiger Warriors or.
Yeah, there's some nuance to who you're playing as.
Yeah, I think you're right in that being able to have multiple starting points, getting into different parts of the tree rather than following more of a set path has been nice.
Yeah, and I think, and it also connects back to the edicts as well. So the team looked at the provincial edicts and made some adjustments there. So you'll see some connections in the tech tree to this as well.
Fantastic. Then a few changes to recruitments. I think you'd spoken about Great Longma.
Oh, about bringing some of the tiering down.
Yep.
Yep. So we tried to get a few of the characters and units a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Being mindful of the power creep and like not giving everything too soon. So Terracotta Sentinel's still up there, but he's had some changes done to him.
Mm-hmm. And the Sky Lantern as well, right? Effectively, I've actually not used the Sky Lantern yet. As you can see, I just unlocked it, then I had to skedaddle out. But changing to a much more of a supporting role in battle.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe we'll throw one of them into our custom battle just so we can have a look and see what it looks like. Also, maybe one of the Terracotta Sentinels. I've heard the animations are a bit smoother.
Yeah, there was a pass-down, I think, on the metadata for that, so it should help on the charge to get a bit more of a impact.
Yep. Fantastic. Well, I'm thinking if there's anything else to show before we jump into a custom battle. I guess the only other thing I can think of is if we were to recruit a Lord, one change people will see is there's no, while these are yin and yang traits, they aren't giving bonuses or to the province of that, and because some people definitely did not see those as a bonus, right? They wanted the ability to recruit lords that they were interested in rather than recruiting based on where they were there. So that has now become part of their tree
At
itself.
the top. Yeah.
So it's a choice if you wish to have that in, but otherwise, I'm sure people will pick up on loads of other little bits,
Lots of fixes,
little bits
little
and bobs.
balance changes. Yeah.
But I will just throw us back to the couches while I set up our Bhashiva custom battle then.
Yeah.
While I'm getting there, as a question for you guys to ponder on then is what was the thinking behind bringing Bhashiva into Warhammer 3?
Well, as you know, we love to turn over every stone, look in every little cupboard, really deep dive into
Climb
lore.
every tree.
Climb every tree. Yeah, we are super geeks, I guess, for the Warhammer tabletop, and we knew that there was content here around Tiger Men, Tiger Warriors, sorry, and that we'd love to bring it to the game. We just had this opportunity with Grand Cathay, working at Games Workshop, that could become a reality, and Bhashiva just felt like a great choice, right? Where she could embody that and really take the fight out of Grand Cathay into giving it a completely different experience, and pardon the pun, pack a bit of bite.
Yep. And bite there is. I mean, I've had a really fun time with Bhashiva. We won't be showing the quest battle for Bhashiva because I've already done it. But that was well, it'd also be 40 minutes of the stream. It's
that's Josh's PS2.
I love the multi-stage quest battle, and like that kind of it felt like a very cool narrative moment there. Right, well, Josh, we'll be thrown to you in a second then to talk us through some of the Tiger Warriors. Before we go there, just a reminder, I think people have seen it on screen, but coming out May 21st.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm glad you've said
right?
yes. Yeah, a week away. So there will be some coverage from our creators over the weekend, but otherwise you'll be able to see some of it now. The pack cost is $3.99, and that is in pounds, or $4.99 in dollars.
Yeah.
My eyesight is going. It's got to be, because last week that was so easy to read.
You just ask me, and I'll just relay back to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I need you peering over the corner of the couch. So what we'll do now then is we will jump on over into the custom battle, and Josh, if you could talk us through just kind of the intent of some of the units. So we'll start off with
the big cheese herself, Bhashiva.
There we go.
So, as you know, she's the legendary Lord of the Pack, and she will be your anti-infantry blender. Very powerful, with her flaming attacks, magical attacks as well, all thanks to her Blaze of Shengyang weapon, which you don't... Oh, you do have it equipped. Good. She is also... She's sort of the embodiment of something I feel we've done really well with this particular pack, because the visual spectacle and the animations in particular are just, they're fantastic. I believe some people got a preview of this on the actual was it the show and tell, where they briefly saw Bhashiva. Yeah. Really, it's just really, really fun to watch, but it's through those teleportations she just turns everything into mincemeat. She's got some really powerful abilities with her as well. Of course, you've got the Blaze of Shengyang, which imbues that weakness to flame attacks, so you've got that additional damage going into already spectacular damage. And her starting ability, which is the Hidden Huntress, Bhashiva, she likes to stalk her prey for days on end. And well, the last thing you'll see is either that glowing heavenly portal where she jumps out and slashes you, or nothing, maybe you've just been attacked from behind.
And you know what that is? I found with Hidden Huntress, it's fantastic for both of those. I throw it on usually an enemy lord or hero that I'm charging at. I also throw it on an enemy lord or hero who's trying to get away from me. And those are perfect use cases of either you're going to hit me not as hard as you think you are, or I'm going to hit you and you didn't see it coming.
Yep, just through those days she's just been spending observing her target, and she's just identified each and every single weakness through the absolute detail, and she's going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And that particular ability can be upgraded on the campaign side, so it's going to be very
Which I've
scary.
just unlocked.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
And then we have Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, this is probably the holy grail of the pack, at least.
Is this
for
the
Bhashiva.
biggest thing to implement? Or
Oof. I mean, it's kind of new in a sense as well, because in effect it allows Bhashiva to teleport anywhere on the map within range, I would say. You're not going to pop to the other side immediately.
although with Vanguard deployment, you kind of maybe.
Yeah, but that is something that has a whole load of utility to it. So let's say you've got an enemy unit that's charging towards you that you want to interrupt. Pop that Heaven's Gate on them, Bhashiva appears, surgical strike. Or maybe there's a archer unit that's just harassing you and annoying you, or maybe just looking at you funny. Yeah, well, you can just teleport over there and slash them up in particular. Or maybe you've got Bhashiva into a bit of a situation where it's like, oh, she's being overwhelmed. What am I going to do? I know, I'll just teleport over there. So, yeah. And
of course, over there, cast Hidden Huntress to get away and to catch up.
And of course, she'll strike any enemy target on the actual area. So, it's going to be a very scary ability.
She's fast, she's nimble, she's brutal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think the animations capture that, right? Oh, good timing there. So joining, we also do have a Lord, right? Who obviously we couldn't capture in here. What's their playstyle like?
So the Tiger Warrior Sawai, he will be your anti-large armor-piercing melee lord. He also specialises in buffing your fellow Tiger Warriors as well. He's got an ability on him that allows him to, you could say he's being guided by Kamal and take advantage of the target's weaknesses. So you'll effectively have a contact phase effect attached to him, which reduces their sort of melee weapon damage and gives him a bit more accuracy onto his attacks as well. Being guided by Kamal comes with those perks, right? He'll get further abilities like when he's struck by a fire source, so like fireball or even flaming weapons.
Yep.
He can sort of control the flow of that, not manipulate it like some sort of innate ability, but he can effectively turn that against his targets. Yeah, so he'll get additional buffs to his weapon damage, flaming attacks, flame resistance, and causes terror. It's going to be one of those very, very scary abilities when it finds its use case.
Hard not to be terrified when it's charging at you. Really,
Tiger on fire, it's going to be scary.
So while we have the new Lord, we also have the Claw Speaker. So Claw Speaker available in 3 variants. We've got Life, Beasts,
Shadows, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Claw Speaker's a favourite amongst a lot of people here, and it's easy to see why. He has a sort of a hybrid role for the Tiger Warriors. So he is first and foremost the priest of the actual culture because, well, he venerates, they all venerate the god Kamal, but it is actually through their belief that Kamal protects them from the influence of Tzeentch, and without that protection, Tzeentch will ensnare the Tiger Warriors and effectively corrupt them, which, funny when you think about it, a rare case of a bird preying on a cat.
Yeah.
So you don't get that very often. But you'll see a lot of his priestly aspects in battle as well. So he'll have various battle prayers you can unlock for him, which I think Rich said earlier, where you can unlock which ones to specialise in. So with by default, the life variant will just have more of the protection elements of the battle prayers. They specifically affect the Tiger Warriors only, but they're pretty powerful despite that sort of restriction. And in the spellcaster variant, well, as you've said, life, shadows, beasts, all incredibly powerful laws, and these, of course, laws that weren't available to Cathay originally, so they've got that to further enhance their arsenal. And in addition to that,
they're just looking at us. Don't worry, you keep talking.
Okay. So in addition to that, the transformation of Caden spell, as we all know, that usually summons a Manticore, but for the Claw Speaker Beast variant in particular, it will actually summon a Celestial Lion instead. So you've got this heavily majestic being to sort of complement the righteousness of the Tiger Warriors. So in a DLC about cats, we've given you a spell to summon another cat. What's not to like?
Where we can, we want to try and double down on that, create that flavour, that lore. Particularly, we've seen that in the past feedback, characters like Mother Ostankia and others, where we want to make sure you've got the right accompanying units, characters, to really play into that, hopefully, fantasy of you controlling the, Tiger Warriors en masse.
Yeah, and en masse, shall we start to see... I bought quite a few of them. They are so fantastic. Should we start off with the standard Tiger Warriors?
Oh yeah,
the standard.
They're called Tiger Warriors. What do you?
Well, they are your reliable.
Oh, I've gone to the Stalkers as well. Oh no, these are the Tiger Warriors.
Yeah.
There's the accents.
That's okay. The stalkers are hidden. Let's just go with that.
Yeah.
They're your reliable anti-infantry early game unit. And of course, something I didn't mention before was that the Tiger Warriors in general are very mobile. And as a sort of I guess a racial sort of feat, they get an ability called Ferocious Ambush, which on charge towards your target, they'll further have their speed and charge bonus buffed, and they'll have the devastating flanker attribute given to them. And of course, with that added mobility, you can probably reposition them a whole lot better. So let's just say they're in an engagement and you've got another one you just want to quickly flank around, or you can maybe just use that same one to attack. Pull them out, re-engage, or just flank them around and take advantage of the Ferocious Ambush. We really wanted to play into the theme of tigers just being ambushers, and they'll slowly approach, slowly observe, and then before you know it, they've just got that really fast, devastating charge on you.
Yeah, and it's been really cool to see, especially with stuff like ogres. You fight a lot of ogres at the start, and while I'm not beating them on the charge, if I'm able to hit them, have one Tiger Warrior tank it and have the second coming in with that charge, they're almost able to do a second wave of "How dare you!"
They don't like ogres, right? So they really despise them. If anything, the ogres are kind of the opposite end of the scale in honourability to the tigers, and that's why they aren't too pleased if they meet, but they will fight alongside them for Grand Cathay when Zhao Ming asks of it.
And they're tier 2, so they'll be the first Tiger Warriors you're able to get. Obviously playing as Bhashiva and playing with the Claw Speaker, you're able to buff these guys up pretty nicely, especially with some of Bhashiva's mechanics. So everyone, just remember that's what the stats look like. That's the balanced version of them. We will see what I've done to them in campaign, where I've gone all in on Tiger Warriors. So the second one you'll be able to unlock is the Stalkers.
Yeah, they sort of play into the stalking element of the tigers as well, but they're also more stealthy. So they're again more ambush oriented too, but they've also got the precursor missile weapon, the throwing discs, and they look so cool when they throw them. They may be limited, but it's quite damaging. It's one of those things where it's like on charge they'll throw it, just weaken, wear down their targets, and then they'll just and then the ambush, the ferocious ambush ability I said earlier, that just complements their damage even further. So they may look fragile, but no, they hit quite hard, and when used in the correct situations,
they've got 2 volleys, and then they've also got Ferocious Ambush, right? They're a lot easier to ambush with, I've found, thanks to Stalk.
And again, there's utility with them as well. You can have them throw the discs on charge, or you can just harass your targets as well, wear them down, and then going on the charge, or just kite them.
And the discs
make use
are
of
so
it.
cool.
That
is such a cool weapon to be throwing. So lastly, for the Tiger Warriors then, I think this is my favourite. They have won so many battles that I'm like, I don't know, guy. I don't know if this is gonna work. You can tell immediately the armor on them, right? These are serious business to try and take down.
They are the elite, the most loyal to Bhashiva as well, the Iron Claws. Again, similar to the Sawai, they are armor-piercing, anti-large sort of dealers as well. Again, with that same mobility complementing their sort of durability as well there. Very, very dangerous.
They are. I mean, against ogres at the start, I think Bhashiva starts with a unit of these, right?
Yes, that's right.
Keep them alive as long as you can. Keep them alive. They are so good as both the hammer and the anvil.
Yes, they are worth the investment, and they are absolutely worth keeping alive.
So we do have the Sky Lantern here, which I'm sure people will be able to. Sky Lantern. Oh no, I've clicked on the Tiger Warrior. I was about to say that's not a Tiger Warrior. So
they don't fly them.
No, they don't. So Battle Harmony's here. Eye of the Dragon. I'm sure people will be able to have a look and pick those apart. I will ask the production team if they can prod my producer and just ask him to zoom in on the chat and the other one, because I tried desperately to do it and I couldn't do it, but I cannot read. I just have to look like this.
This bit or this bit?
Both. If you could just zoom in on either of them, because my eyes aren't what they used to be.
I can't see anything.
By what they used to be, I mean last week. That was a lot more visible.
I can't see anything from here, but I'm hoping it's all. This looks great.
Thank you. If you could just control scroll on both of those.
I think there were some comments about some quality beards and moustaches there.
Oh yeah.
You know they must spend a lot of time braiding in the.
Oh yeah, they may look like beasts, but they're actually quite civilized and very well, there is a particular honour about them. They're not crude or uncouth like the ogres. They're the exact opposite.
Oh, thank you.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Hang on,
See, now I can read it.
That's what I thought.
You do the bottom one as well.
One more.
Yeah, you're fighting for control of my mouse right now. So, we've clicked on Bhashiva, so they'll have heard the voice lines. Unfortunately, we don't get the opportunity to. Really cool voice lines as well.
Yeah.
What I've liked is you hear just little layers of the lore. I've found, like with some of the things they say, that just oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's not just through the animations. You'll see, or hear in this case, a lot about who the Tiger Warriors are. And our animation, the audio team, they've all done a stellar job. And if they're watching this, well, you know who you guys are.
I realise the Bretonian peasants have an awful time on this hill. Like appearing over the top of the hill and seeing these guys wandering over. So there's the
Smash.
let's see if we can throw a precursor weapon.
Oh, yeah,
these guys.
definitely.
I think they've actually thrown some of them already.
Yeah.
But there we go. Sliced a Bretonian peasant in half there.
Yeah, there's a little spin turn, isn't there?
Yeah.
The ones who came up against the Terracotta Sentinel were definitely having the worst time of anyone. Bhashiva as well. We can show Heaven's Gate.
Oh, yes.
Maybe pop in.
Yeah. Off she goes. Good for getting out of jams as well as getting into them.
I can't believe that TV's turned itself off. I heard it happen in the background. I was like, every time we stream that TV turns off.
It was just struck by Bhashiva's teleport.
It
It was
was.
just too good.
She went from there to there.
And then we've got the... Oh, I left him... Oh, Claw Speaker, he's having his own fight.
Well, they're pretty decent in
They
combat
are,
as well,
yeah, I
right?
think-
Yeah, and you can spec them further towards that sort of element on the campaign side, especially. Or
Heal himself up,
Yeah.
just make sure he wins it. Okay, then we'll jump into campaign now. We've shown quite a bit of just some of the bits. We're going to show a lot more animations because I think the first battle is going to be up against Kolek.
Nice.
And we'll see how that goes. Luckily, I got a
Good
few more of
target.
the spears before that battle
yeah.
started. But yes, we can see chat, so we'll try and grab any questions that are relevant for us. And I can now see as much as I can see, which is nice. I won't have to run to the opticians next week. Right.
There's a lot of talk about Skaven there. So.
There is.
So Sean's obviously enjoying that.
I think the show and tell has got everyone really excited for everything that we're working on across the board. Right, this is my save. So I play on hard. That's just where I like to play.
That's just how you roll.
I had this is my second campaign with Bhashiva, I think, because I don't want to say I lost the first one,
It's just a test, right?
but I definitely looked at it and I was like, it would take me 15 turns to get out of the mess that I've created, and I would rather just start again for the stream and get something that's not in such a dire position.
yeah, you didn't lose. You just decided to start over.
Exactly.
Right?
So Bhashiva starts down here, right, in Veil of Titans.
That's right.
So you've got Cathay to the east,
Yes, there you go.
but mostly you're going to be expanding here. And I found that the campaign to me has kind of been a choose who you want to ally with and who you want to go and fight.
For sure, I think we've experienced that where some people have ventured north, and then for me, I've loved going into the wastelands, fighting the Chaos Dwarves and Tretch.
Yep.
Just get rid of him. But some people like to go back in and protect Grand Cathay as well. So there's that choice there to be had, and obviously you've got ogres like Grecius himself.
Mm-hmm.
And Grecius as well. So you called him out of. I think I got a little bit lucky in this campaign because I had an unusual location, which was this one's an unusual location. An ogre mercenary camp pop up about
nice.
turn 5.
Nice.
So I've really not had to fight any ogre I didn't want to fight, which has been spectacular.
Well, that is in line with Bhashiva's character.
It is.
Actually,
It felt very.
yeah, she prefers to make alliances, and well, when it comes to killing potential allies, that's something she would really rather not do.
I mean, I did also get the pawnbroker, and you'll see a couple of those items being used by Tao Yan, which has been spectacular as well. The one that I will have to demolish, because definitely doesn't feel very Tiger Warriors, is I had, honestly, a 15-turn mini war within this campaign to take over Zarnagaran.
Oh yeah.
And they've got a dark gift in there, which I know I should remove. I know it, but I really want to get more Iron Claws who've been blessed by the Dark Gift. So let's talk a little bit about Bhashiva's campaign mechanics. Rich, where would you want to start?
Well, she's different. She's different to Grand Cathay.
Yep.
She has her own features, and she has content which still uses Grand Cathay as a basis, but in some places where we didn't think it was befitting for her, we've removed some of those elements as well. So what you'll notice is that the Boozing Compass isn't there.
Yep.
And she doesn't support the Great Bastion, but she does go and protect, like on the Ivory Road,
Yes.
the caravans, and then she has her own bespoke features which revolve around the armies of Shenyang.
Yep.
So in her lore, she is one of a number of lords of Shenyang, same as Taoyan,
Yep.
and also Zhao Ming. Zhao Ming obviously sits above them all, and he's like the protective figure. But they are bestowed with control of forces to get out there, take the fight to the enemies, and protect the Western provinces. So that's where you'll find a lot of your time in the game.
Yep.
But on the flip side of that, while Bhashiva's trying to catch Zhao's attention and get Iron Favour, which we'll see in a moment, she's also inherently got this kind of connection back to Ind and her heritage there. And so she's sorting out relics which provide the kind of opportunity to reinforce the way of the Tiger Warriors, improve their output, and I guess solve matters of state, if you like, within the Tiger Court, which is the other feature that we have.
So we'll dive into those one by one. Should we start with the Ivory Road, because that's maybe the most familiar?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a twist, right? Instead of, I guess the flavour of this is not that you're necessarily sending your own caravans, is that you're protecting the caravans of Cathay, which
Yep, that's spot on.
I've managed to get 2 slots because I believe Bhashiva has a skill that allows you to do so.
Yeah.
So we'll send one off, but they'll notice there's not just gold available here, there's a second resource. And I am burning through this second resource, so it'd be nice to get. I'm also, as people can see by my treasury, burning through gold, so anything would be nice here. These caravans have survived quite a lot though. They've picked up some odd.
Yeah, they still can. So you can still get the different units from your different journeys around the world. We've obviously flavoured it to the Tiger Warriors themselves. So you have your Sawai caravan leader leading the forces in protection, and along the way you might get dilemmas now which ask of you what do you want to bring into the forces, which might be Tiger related as well. And if you're very lucky in the Ivory Road, you can also find the odd relic as well.
You can, because I believe I've got a couple of them. So Bhashiva's actually pretty good for items, I found. But I did get, I believe, the anchor chain was from a caravan. Maybe even the star metal plate.
Yeah.
Some of these are from the pawnbroker, some of these from caravans. But immediately, obviously, I stripped the caravan master of all of these relics and bring them over to my armies.
Cool.
I see the production team have very kindly asked if I want someone to come in and turn the TV on, but it's fine. It's like 7 buttons to get that thing to work. So there were a few questions from chat that I saw were interesting. I'm going to desperately try and remember them. One of which was highlighted is how does Bhashiva work with Confederation? Is she able to confederate the other Cathayan factions?
Yeah, we do have Confederation options, but she, as I said, they don't use the exact same mechanics as one another, so you won't get the benefits like the Boozing Compass or the Tiger Court and all that.
But also Zhao Ming is slightly different, right? Because
so Zhao, you won't have ability to declare war on him because they have that symbiotic connection that if you don't know the story behind her that I think we touched on last time. The Tiger Warriors but essentially fled from the clutches of Zinch, and her ancestors from tens, hundreds of years past ended up there in the Western deserts with Zhao taking them in and supporting them. So they've pledged an oath to him, and Bhashiva continues that oath.
Yes.
And so she pledges that loyalty, that honour. So as much as she's like a mercenary in that she's sort of paid to fight, there's a real honour behind that. And so they won't clash.
And you can see here as well with the allegiance, right? So there's that head of the Tiger Court. I've just been flicking through the skills as you've been talking to, so people can see them. But that kind of honours that commitment, right?
Yeah.
So able to work more with those factions, Cathay amongst them, all culminating in Stalkers of Excellence, which Stalking Stance is very nice. I'll tell you what, Xiaoming loves to push you to go and fight Chaos Dwarves, and Tiger Warriors, very good against infantry, but armour is where they struggle, depending on how you dedicate your relics, which I did very poorly. I definitely could have dedicated them into armour-piercing more, but I did none of that. So the Stalking Stance was a big help there, as you can imagine. So yeah, it's showing the expected kind of trees here, but Unyielding has now got some of the Tiger Warriors, right? So able to buff them up there. I believe there's a second, or is the... Oh no, are the Stalkers separated out?
No, they're in Unyielding.
Cool. And then we have similar over here. So some really cool skills. One thing to call out, we didn't have them in the battle because they're not part of the pack, but Tao Yan is the free LC coming with this update. So you can see I have had a incredible time with Tao Yan in an ogre-heavy part of the map. I mean, and someone's going to have to go fight Kolek, and I'm looking at Tao Yan to be the person to step up and do that.
Yeah, she is very scary, and you can spec her into something absolutely terrifying.
The
Tiger already have.
I have Armor of the Oceans. I got that is definitely a pawnbroker one. The regeneration on her is very tasty, as has been the ward save. But yeah, these skills we showed it in the show and tell, but her kind of base ability. Is it Ultimate Verdict? Yeah, the Executioner is super strong against these high health entities, right? Yeah. You're able to shortcut a lot of that life.
Yeah, it plays into her theme with her backstory because she was exiled for doing too good of a job at putting down those pesky rebellions. But the reason for that was she just executed everybody.
Yep.
So
root out traitors is a skill. I mean, all of these skills seem to tell that story, right? Fearsome reputation, rooting out the traitors, and ruthless standards. Not someone you want working in the office with you. Unless you're Bhashiva, I guess, you know?
Yeah, maybe she's a cat lady herself. But
And interestingly, I feel an urge maybe to put Tao Yan in with my non-Bhashiva army. I have like a standard cafe because the fear for all units in the army is really great, but Bhashiva's giving that to the Tiger Warriors. So now that Tao Yan, I've kind of had them together doing all of these battles, it actually feels like I may be ready for Tao Yan to go out and help other Cathayan armies. So
definitely.
A nice little emergence there.
She can further augment the Jade Warriors as well as a part of her formal role as a Lord of Shenyang.
I mean, those skills are wasted here. You can see in my army I've got... I love the Tigers, so I've gone pretty heavily on them. So that's their skills and that's the caravans. Shall we talk about the Tiger Court, or do you want to talk about the armies of Shenyang next?
But class chat.
Okay, if I see either the words Tiger Court or armies of Shenyang next, that is the one that I'm going to click. I don't know how much of a delay there is on this. Also, I did see someone say, when's this coming out? And they've got to be rage baiting me. Okay, I saw Tiger Court, so let's have a look. This is a really cool implementation. So let's start off with, I guess, Prophecy of the White Tiger, the biggest banner, the one that maybe people gravitate to. I didn't.
That's Bhashiva's banner.
It is.
Right?
I'm Way of the Thousand Gods for one very particular skill, which we'll show. So the way this works, I love this bit of UI showing you what you're going to get next. Yep. I'll just flash it up on the one that I've done, but showing this is what you'll get when you do another is so useful. So we've got 5 levels per banner.
Yeah.
I can count.
Per pillar, Yep.
So we've got level 1, it's giving kind of a few buffs to Tiger Warriors, right? And that seems to be pretty even across all 3 of them.
Yeah, a couple of buffs on each.
Yeah, no matter what, you're going to buff a Tiger Warrior.
Yeah.
But then other things start to get drawn in, right? So
it spans out. So we're trying to touch, well, the whole purpose of the Tiger Court is really for all matters of state, all matters of Tiger Council to come together. So Bhashiva being the head of the Tiger Warriors, it's for her to make that decision and impart that upon them. And she follows 3 main pillars, and they're focused around, as you've got here, the teachings of Kamal, the 1,000 gods, and then the prophecy, which she herself is obviously interlinked with. And they give you various different things around that, like you said, like leadership, armor piercing, and they touch on the units, and they touch on the kind of the economy side, the whole civilization. So it really is where you want to come to kit out your tigers and take them forward.
and I think I saw people in chat saying, "Oh no, hopefully it's not just like battle buffs." So I flashed the fifth, so you can see it's really cool layering, right? So even in this one, we've got allegiance, which is being affected by this, but also buildings and building chains getting additional buffs depending on which way you've devoted.
And we should definitely talk about that at some point as well. That's a real key differentiator between Bhashiva and the other Cathayan factions. To like the point about her being honourable, she needs to earn some of this. She needs to work for that, and through her means, have Zhao and others support her. So her buildings themselves are very different. She is limited, as you can see in some. Actually, at the top there, tier 5s. Some of those are limited at the course of the game. So you've got to interact with the other features to unlock them. And then, depending on which way you want to go in the Tiger Court, as you're showing here, you've got these kind of economic buildings which will let you go in one direction or another, and then improve again when you get to that top tier, where you've been spending your relics in one of the various pillars.
So that's where those enhancements, but also technologies. So these start as relatively basic buildings, but if you choose to spec into that side of the court, right, you can.
That's it.
And as you can see, I have specced into a side of the court that I then did not build the buildings to buff. But this is this isn't true of all regions, all right? Because here I did.
Oh, good.
All right. I don't. Sometimes I do the things. Oh wait, no, I didn't.
So you see, they've still got the harmony feature. So as much as the tigers themselves don't inherently use harmony, the buildings, the civil nature still does. So you've still got that choice there.
And also this local recruitment time duration has been great because the spears take a bit longer, right? So a lot of the Tiger Warriors, and Bhashiva has other ways to reduce the global recruitment, but the spears, if you want them, you've got to commit for a few turns. So before we show those relics off, just because I saw people in chat asking, how do you get a relic? I've got one here to spend.
Oh yeah. Well, you need to travel. You need to get about the world, and you'll notice that there'll be an identifier of a certain settlements that are kind of key and important to the Tiger Warriors. Yeah, thank you. There's an example right there. And so you need to go there, take ownership of that settlement, and then you can receive the relic to go and spend it. So they are scattered about.
So I think 4 of them in this area. That is part of why I decided to go and take Xanagrim. That had a relic within.
And then once you've got one, we'll go back into the Tiger Court, and we'll show you that you're obviously devoted to one of the 3 different pillars, and then when you get to tier 3, I believe it is, then the oaths kick in.
Yes, these are this oath in particular saved my life. The way they're shown on the campaign is. Where's Bhashiva gone? So hidden. Is here.
Stalking.
Yes. Yeah. So you'll be able to get it's a choice, right? So you're either able to have a buff for the army or able to get an ability that you can use on the campaign map. This one, Thousandfold Stillness, against a Chaos Dwarf army that had 4 casters in it, is maybe the only reason I was able to break the chokehold that was at Xanagrim. That was absolutely fantastic. But the others, very tempting for stuff like regeneration and an increase in movement.
And that's it. And so you can have that interplay. You can devote yourself to one of these pillars, and then obviously you fight different enemies along the way. You can swap and change it to another. You're not locked in. You can progress down all of them. And then when you get your oaths again, you can jump out and swap them out, but you've only got one of those equipped.
And in fact, I think we'll do that now because Kolek doesn't have a spellcaster with him. So I'm not going to need to do this. So instead, let's get some replenishment in foreign territory. And I can swap it takes a turn to equip and then a turn to swap.
It's a cooldown.
I did see, thank you, Steve. He's grabbed a couple of questions from chat for me. So one of the questions was, how do we get Tao Yan? You boot in, you have or you don't have the DLC. Is it a quest? Is it a mission chain?
Quest unlocks about, I think it's rank 11 or 12, one of those. But it'll be a mission. The first phase will be just to get X amount of kills, and then the second phase will be to get X amount of battle captives. It will complete really quickly, and after that, there you go. She'll spawn right next to your legendary lord. And any of the cafe dragons can get her naturally, and alongside with Bhashiva.
Fantastic. Thank you, Josh. I saw her pop up, and I was like, I probably should have paid attention to how I managed to get Tao Yan.
Yeah, she comes into the game quite early, so she's pretty useful to have for all the tasks at hand.
Yeah. The building choice isn't really popular with a lot of people for other legendary heroes, so hopefully this works out a lot better for everyone.
She's attracted to greatness. So yeah, I was just showing off a few of the other devotions you get.
Yeah,
Sure.
Where should I spend this relic? But how good is it if Tiger Warriors are activating both Yin and Yang battle harmony when I don't really have many Cathayan troops in there?
You got a few though.
I do, but they usually are playing catch up. So maybe I do start working somewhere else to earn towards.
Yeah.
I really like the replenishing, because I believe Bhashiva also has a way to replenish movement. So in total, maybe 30% movement after a battle, I think you could get.
I often go for that one myself.
Then do you know what? Let's continue to ignore the main one in the middle. Get me some armor piercing, which would be nice, and devote our first relic. So next time we do an ambush success chance, that would be great for the stalking stuff.
And that's been super cool as well, working against Workshop to get a little bit of the lore there, a little bit of the background for into this, acknowledging who Bhashiva and the Tiger Warriors are. They obviously represent Grand Cathay now. These ones living there for some time, but it's been really cool that we can delve a little bit into those parts of the Warhammer lore and bring it out.
I did have someone asking about caravans of they're just a bit confused about them. So really it's a retheming of the mechanic. Right?
Yeah, they still generally work the same, but you as a Tiger Warrior, you're protecting them, and you get the benefit that you can get Iron Favour, which we'll explain in a bit, relics, or money.
I've not been lucky enough to get a relic yet, but also you're hiring Tiger Warrior mercenaries, right, instead of Cathayan Lords.
That's why Weir naturally comes with his own skill tree in comparison to like the other caravans.
Yes, and they are. And as always, I continue to put all of it into cargo capacity. Every single all points into cargo.
The best choice.
So we've covered relics. Someone did ask, is it possible to get all of these up to level 5?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of...
You just got to go exploring a lot.
A lot of hunting around. Are the relic locations predetermined of where they'll be?
They are.
But I think you have to capture your first for it to reveal them on the map,
Correct.
Right?
That's right. Yes, actually on that point, so the relics do feed into the narrative that we've introduced into the pack as well. So, you'll get that as a part of finding your first relic, get on that journey of... what challenges Bhashiva's going to face from a narrative sense in this campaign. Still sandbox, still go where you like, but you've got that to hopefully enjoy too.
Well, someone was asking as well, will there be Tiger Warrior mercenaries at all interacting with the caravans for the other Cathayan Lords? The ability to recruit them as an event, perhaps, or...?
Not specifically on that, but great feedback. We'll consider that for the future.
We'll have a look at armies of Shangyang, and then I will fight Kolek, because I think I've been teasing too much fighting Kolek. So this is a whole new panel with a lot of buttons to click. So what are we doing here, Rich?
So as you can see, Armies of Shangyang at the very top split into 2 tabs. This is the Warhold tab. So this is where you're going to spend a lot of your time using the Iron Favour that you generate through serving Zhao Ming, essentially, and working with him to bolster your forces.
Yep.
This is how you get extra armies. This is how you increase the units that you can have.
Yep.
The real big thing to know about Bhashiva is that she needs to work for this role. So she doesn't get given just indefinite amounts of forces or troops. She needs to make sure that she's actioning the goals of Zhao and of Grand Cathay. And so in doing that Iron Favour, the new resource, allows her to make those upgrades and those purchases. So you're going to have that choice of, do I want to get my second army by spending this Iron Favour? Do I want to up my unit capacity for certain given units? Or do I want to buy these battle insignias?
Yes. And because the unit caps, the cost, as people have seen, they will keep increasing every time you're upping it. And I think you start off with 5 for the standard warriors, right? Of how many you can start. It's 5 or 3. So if you want to get a full army of Cathayan troops with insignias, you're going to be doing a lot of work to achieve Zhao Ming's goals. So we have accepted one, which is to capture the Veil of Woe, but what's really cool is some of them have pretty nice items as sweeteners.
Yeah, they do.
I think I know what you like for Christmas. More items.
Oh, that's what. And the funny thing is, chat usually have to remind me to equip things because I'm awful at remembering. So we have bought some insignias, and in fact, I built a second army. Not this one, who's already got them all specced out. When I saw Colette coming, I panicked, and there you go. I started to try and build a more like flavourful, no Tiger Warrior army. This is like I saw it as like Xiaoming's expeditionary overseeing force for Bhashiva.
Oh, I see.
So here's where you're equipping the insignias.
Yep.
I love the Celestial Emperor insignia on these guys. Speed minus 10%, they're not moving anyway. If I'm moving them, I've screwed up somewhere, right? But armor plus 20 is for kind of a tier 2 unit as well, to give them that bolster is fantastic.
We wanted to create the fantasy here of that kind of nature of militaristic teaching, like you're learning in the barracks, you're doubling down on certain skills, but we didn't want to make cautious of it like she's just the de facto Cathayan faction with the best army. So as you will see, each of the insignias, as much as they have positives, there's a few downsides as well. So you've got to pick and choose as and where you want to make use of them.
I mean, and the Desert Tigress one here is a great example. I was slapping that on all of my crossbow up until I realised that minus 10 armour is pretty significant when you get rear charged and suddenly all of your crossbowmen are falling like skittles because they all have the armor debuff. So now I try and mix them up a little bit, and I found that tends to be the lower armors in front, the others that you maybe buffed up the armor from in the back has been a nice combo.
And you get different insignias based on which units you're equipping them to as well. So even though the theme in the flavour is all around Bhashiva's teachings or Zhao's or the Emperor's, you'll notice that when you go to any of the given units in the Armies of Shangyang panel, that there'll be different ones for the different units available in there,
and also different caps to raise, right?
Yes.
I believe they all have different requirements to level up through these areas, and as you were saying, like this is about also getting the trust to build some of these buildings that you want to get to unlock them.
Exactly it.
But one of them was to sustain a larger number of the specialist missile infantry, so I had to invest quite a lot. And then when I'm investing in them, I'm going all the way. I'm going to get some insignias on them.
Absolutely.
So I had loads and loads of Iron Hail gunners, and I took all of the speed off of them, and the exact same thing happened. They were super strong, they were firing fast, but when they got caught, they started to drop pretty quickly.
It just felt like a really good opportunity with that feature to really embody, which I think is kind of new lore, if you like. Explain that Grand Cathay is multi-factional, dynamic in terms of like who lives there. We've got dragons, we've got humans, we've got ogres, we've got tiger warriors now, and I dare say there's probably some monkeys in the south, but anyway.
We won't pan down. I will say they'll see that I have a level 7 claw speaker with me, which is, you do start with a claw speaker. Mine died. So this is my second claw speaker. I'm telling you, it was brutal. The War of the Chaos Dwarves was. I actually think there's a little in memory. It was 2,800 dead when they're not a high entity. It was like 3 reinforcements versus Bhashiva and 2 of my armies. It was pretty definitive. But yeah, he died. He was a sacrifice. Someone was asking as well. That's just the standard. But yeah, Claw Speaker, really cool skill tree here, but replenishing troops is nice when I like to play smash all of my tigers into their lines. I hope they die before I do.
So which path did you take? You were very quick there, because I know you've got multiple paths, haven't you?
Claw Speaker. One more level, and we will be able to start taking a path.
There you go.
You've got the path ferocity, which just buffs the melee prowess of your claw speaker, which unlocks another path. Well, not really unlocks another path, but gives you a prayer which buffs your tiger warriors, but also gives further buffs towards them as well. So you got ferocity, which buffs your melee damage. Mysticism, which is more about magic. Further, I would say, amplifies your magical prowess. Reduces cooldowns, costs, that kind of deal.
I'm pretty sure I did that in reverse order of what you said.
It's good. And then, of course, you've got protection, which is more about defensive, healing as well. So even though you've already got the claw speaker, who can already heal troops, you can further augment that with the protection branch. So yeah, you've got a fair amount of choice in regard to how you can spec the claw speaker, and then of course you've got the personal skill line, which further goes into the anti-corruption and more defensive element as well. So yeah, hopefully people appreciate the sort of utility behind that too.
Yeah, and having the 3 different spell lords as well. Not here. There we go. It means that they are really versatile in who you're picking and who you're bringing.
Yeah, they've got a few new traits as well, which further complements their roles as well. So,
these are polar opposite. Savage, predator, and tranquil. Then they can't even stand to look at each other.
They literally are, aren't they?
So I think, unless there's anything else to say campaign side, we could fight Kolek. Probably win, because I did batter him a little bit. This was my province. Titan's Notch was mine. So hopefully win, but hopefully also get to show off a few of the quite buffed Tiger Warriors. I've really tried to invest heavily in them. Oh, he can run, but will he make it out?
Chase him down.
Oh, is he going to go? Oh, you think next turn? I'll
cheeky.
Next turn. You can tell this is really where I was like, I'll stop there. And but hold on. Do I want to do that? No, I'd lose loads of people.
Wait.
Sorry. They'll be tired, right? Because did you still
bigger
lose
loss.
people when you kill Carlos? Oh, what's the harm?
Well, you're not on that occasion, no.
And now I can hit him. Okay, we'll fight this one.
There's a bit of a size difference there.
Yeah. Oh, the bigger they are, harder they fall.
But you've got the characters and units required for him.
Yeah.
And Kolek's going to be a target you want to invest in your campaigns as well.
Yep.
For that defeat rate alone.
I saw someone asking who the second character was in Bhashiva's army. That is Tao Yan. So that is the free LC.
Yep.
Right. So we've got all our tigers. So I don't know what that was.
What was that? Gremlins?
That's fine. It's just electricity. What I tend to do, is I have my Cathayans as their own little force, where they're my ranged troops, protected by my one halberd, and then the tigers go off and do the work. Really, they're all here to protect that grand cannon, which has been pretty useful in devastating enemies from afar. But I'm seeing they have a decent amount of flying, so really this is all the ranged I have. Let's see. This is an interesting map to find as well, because it's not as easy to work out where to put the cannons as I'd like. Although maybe. No.
That's a bit tight, that.
It feels like I'm going to have to go here, right, and put the cannons up on this hill, and then hope they can get some arcing shots. But the other way to get, because I just saw one of them that I had got through that, is the Xiaoming will also offer you units, right, as part of rewards.
Yes.
So the ability, not just if you're stuck not having the facilities to be able to recruit them, you do the right quests for him. And then you'll get granted some of those that you can embed into your army. So there's a few different ways to get those if you just want to only build Tiger Warrior structures.
Yeah, so she's limited in the sense that by default she has access to a variety of units, which as we saw we can increase the capacity on. But every once in a while Zhao will go, I've got this mission over here for you, Bhashiva, do you fancy doing that? And some extra units, shall we say, will become available. So she can get across the Grand Cathay roster and have access to them via that mean, which is really nice. Just gives her that diversity, but she's obviously doubling down on her Tiger Warriors to start with.
So we've got our main Tiger Warrior force that will be moving up. We'll have these guys. I think they'll just try and hold this point here. They're not going to be too brave. And then I've got my actual favourite little force with Bhashiva, ready to pounce from the trees. Vanguard deployment along with those stalkers is very nice. So we're going to hope they don't try and fly over me and go for my cannons. Maybe a smarter player would keep something back to protect them. But if they die, I'll just replace them with more tigers.
A better Josh, you might say.
Oh, do you know what? It is funny that we have one of the best battle players sat right there having to watch.
No pressure.
I mean, honestly, look, if I felt pressure long ago, I would have stopped streaming.
Hopefully my energy will resonate with you.
Exactly. So we'll throw Tyrant's talent out.
Oh, yeah.
That's always great. So we have, look at that. What a perfect flank from the Tiger Warriors.
So I saw in the show and tell that people were asking about the contact phase effect that comes with the Tyrant's Talon Brutal Wounds. It's basically damage over time and reduces their melee defense, sort of wears them down for Tao Yan to just get that execution set up. So yeah, again, she's scary. And she's got some really good animations.
I mean, to be able to face against... Oh, there's some tigers flying. To be able to face against that, you've got to be pretty fearless. She may have fallen, but... And also my secret item here giving me... Oh, I think I'm going to kill more on my own if I do anything else.
Oh yeah, he's already gone.
But like this level of being able to ambush is my absolute... And like, you can see the damage she's done. And there's executioner triggering, I guess.
Yeah.
She is deadly against large when you spec her up like that. And then they've all just collapsed in on him, right?
She's quite good at her job.
Yeah. She is. Hey, leave my claw speaker alone. I've just replaced him, alright?
Oh, that poor beast one that got killed earlier.
They are. But when you spend the time, like I have... I actually haven't got Heaven's Gate. I think I've done the first part of the quest, maybe not the second then. Maybe we will...
Oh no, you unequipped it.
Have I got something different on as well? Well, we can still on. It would have been nice to have teleported in, but actually, her running with her tigers felt more thematic.
Yeah.
One of them did try and get through. That's fine, as long as my cannons are safe. Yeah, they're fine. But yeah, they hit hard. Like with tigers, it reminds me a bit of when I did my mask playthrough, and I gave all of the exalted demonettes was just super fast, hit really hard. They couldn't really sustain the combat, but as long as you hit them first and you've got that charge in, you're going to deal a ton of damage. That's how it feels playing like these really buffed up tiger warriors.
And that's what we wanted, right? I mean, we made that deliberate choice to start them at tier 2 rather than tier 1 because we wanted them to have that, powerful feeling.
Yeah,
and they will grow with your army. They're going to be there with you till the end.
I think what I have definitely found is the Chaos Dwarves are the hardest opponent I've fought early game, and we're about to fight some now. I think because we've got a mission to take the Veil of Woe, and we've got this guy. He's got some peasants. He has got some decent tigers.
Yeah.
But I think we will go and we will try and take this on. I have not looked, practiced, or prepared.
You've not ventured down this way.
They've got mostly hobgoblins.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a battle we should fight, but I feel like
you got some Iron Hell gunners there.
Yeah,
you'll be alright.
We'll be alright. But this is probably more a representative battle of what it's like for the Tiger Warriors. Most of the time, when you've not super buffed them up with your lord, and they're not like,
it's okay. It's only myself, Rich, and everybody else that's watching you.
So if I lose, this is what it looks like when you're playing, and when you haven't stacked all the buffs into the single army to help you. I really love the look and play of the Tiger Warriors lords, though. They are.
This is the first time I've seen it.
It is.
Yeah.
Guiding Strike is such a cool ability to use. It's let me punch up a lot more than I thought I'd be able to with... Like, they're a decent lord, but they're not the most killy, the most combat-y, but the ability to weaken the enemy, either as a group or as a lord, it's been really cool.
And that is another one that can be upgraded via their skill tree and turned into something very scary.
So this is actually going to be a proper battle. So I'll have to think how's best to do this. Let's see. What have we got? Also, let me just check in chat. Okay.
Regiments of Renown. So there's no Regiments of Renown in this DLC. Cathay's got quite a few already. This one just comes with a Bhashiva, the Sawai, Claw Speaker, and the 3 units of Tiger Warriors.
And while I'm setting up, you're doing a fantastic job. So the price and the release date?
Release date is next Thursday, May 21st. £3.99.
Yeah.
$4.99, I believe. So it's a new take on DLC for us, and that's something that we've been eager to try out for quite a while. We know a lot of people have got some fan favourite characters out there, and I think this mould will hopefully give us that opportunity to go and explore some of those ideas. And with character packs like Bhashiva, we want to make sure that we can get to some of these characters in the supporting content. They might come in different shapes and sizes, because as you've been along for the journey of us these past 10 or so years, we've done a lot of the units, so it's just trying to find the things that connect thematically.
Yeah.
So I think the character packs will allow us to do that, and bring in other heroes and things of that nature.
I've gone over here. I don't want to fight over here. I would much rather fight over there. I guess I've got better ranged than they have, I guess, because I've got all of these Einhell gunners which do have insignias on them. So you can see here, this one's it has hurt their reload time reduction, but these are my frontline gunners. And then the other insignia here, which has just made them a stronger missile.
That's the one I gravitate towards.
Yeah, that's my. You're the one shooting while these two. If someone's going to get charged, it's going to be one of them. And I've got these stalkers, which is why I've been desperately trying to draw them over here. But I am the one who attacked them, unfortunately. So, all right, let's look. How long have I got left on the stream? How long could I pull out this one battle deployment?
You said they can't hear the audio, right?
They can. They should be able to hear the audio.
Oh,
yes.
we can't.
We can't.
Oh, we can't. Right. Okay.
We have to imagine.
If they can't hear the audio, I think we would have heard I'd hope we would have heard a long time ago.
So someone just asked, is there a Lord option for targeting? So yes, the Lord option is here in the battle. It's the Sawai leading this one. And I see there's a lot of curiosity around Egrem. We know he's on a lot of people's top tier wish list. So maybe one day. Not now though, but fingers crossed.
Well, now we've got someone. Oh, I left them behind. Let's just. Alright, this is the formation I'll go with. I'm going to try and draw them into this. I'm keeping these guys back because I tend to find that I want to see where the enemy's committed and then reposition them where it makes sense to do so. But where are my stalkers gone? I've just had to fold them in. They're not coming in for the ambush, so maybe I'll try and go the long way round with them.
Ooh.
But otherwise, let's start marching forward. As I say, I have found the Chaos Dwarves, maybe not the Goblin side of them, this should be okay.
Yeah.
But Chaos Dwarves in general, because they're very anti-infantry focused, the Tiger Warriors, apart from the Iron Claws, they can be a really formidable early game foe.
Yeah, they're tough.
Be careful when you're getting a lot of requests to go out there and kill all of the Chaos Dwarves. Just think twice, and if that's who you really want to fight in the game.
Skaven's a lot easier, I found. Venture a little bit further south.
Yes. Okay. They've repositioned to face me. I feel slightly less confident now that I've seen that Bale Taurus in the background than I did when I initially came into this confrontation.
You just thought it's just goblins.
I just thought it's just a lot of goblins. This is
Maybe you can coax them over into the Gondal.
My hope is that really I can get these stalkers around, that's what the Chaos Dwarves are. So really I want my Guando to be taking on the Chaos Dwarves themselves. We've got some precursors being thrown. Look at that.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, shredded.
Oh, that's actually a ton of damage. That's fantastic. All right, let's seize the initiative then. So we want our Tigers to be charging in. We don't really want them to be charged. It's a shame to have to throw these guys over here. Oh, no, it's not. Those are actual warriors.
There's a few, yeah.
The Bale Taurus, I would love to shotgun that. If possible. I would love to throw a shotgun at that. So let's see if that's going to be possible.
I love it. This time they've asked what's the next DLC and we can actually say what it is.
Oh, we can, yeah.
Yeah. So, Lords of the End Times, obviously.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We've got him weakened as well. These guys will be able to push through. The Tiger Warriors are doing really well there. Alright, these guys have managed to break through, shockingly broken through the Hobgoblins.
You'd like to hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But that Bale Taurus being able to be hit by all of those has been fantastic.
The Sawai does put in the work.
Yeah.
He is brutal when you use him right.
Let's see. So these guys are moving around here. Well, actually, would have been nice to have maybe silenced these guys. Is it Bhashiva only who has access to the kind of Tiger Court abilities there? The campaign map ones? Is it Bhashiva only who has access to those? Or is it all of the armies?
Sorry, I was looking at
the 3 abilities that you get by hitting rank 3. Is it only Bhashiva who can use those? Or is it all Tiger Warrior Lords?
Ooh.
We'll find out when we're at the battle, I guess.
I did see one that is for the Tiger Warrior Sawais as well.
Yeah.
So.
But I assume the active abilities, that's Bhashiva only. Right, we've chased these guys down. I think this is... I mean, now the shotguns, they've got pretty decent free reign of whatever I want to be shooting. I call them shotguns. They're blunderbusses. Fantasy shotguns.
Yes.
So they're able to shoot into the back of the Chaos Dwarves. But you can see, like, the Tiger Warriors, they held their own pretty decently against them. But against a full Chaos... You can see even the stats. They wouldn't have won that if we weren't able to provide them the support. So a full 20 stack of those, let me tell you, was not
fun.
It was fun. It was fun. It was just a 45-minute battle with 3 sets of reinforcements coming on every side. So we're just going to knock them down.
The classic Fishmen DLC request.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff. It's great to see the tigers come to life and just watching them just tear things apart.
There we go. And now we've managed to complete a mission for our friend.
Nothing to worry about.
Exactly. Only 220 dead, most of them peasants, so it's fine. Every tiger lost is a tragedy, but the peasants, it's okay. You can see the numbers there, like the tier 4 Guando they're so
they're
good.
Good.
You get them in. I will work eventually towards an end game where I have all of those.
Just that.
In fact, Cathay is the first and only faction I have ever conquered the entire Immortal Empires map with. It was 500 turns, but just to see if it could be done. And that is the last time I played them. That was 3 years ago. So we managed to capture the Veil of Woe, which means mission's complete.
Yep. And you got some iron favour?
We did, and that's completed, so we're now free to take another one.
You are.
Do we want to take another one? I might want to wait a couple of turns. Is Gorth the Cruel dead as part of that battle, I think? So that's going to be imported, I imagine. We've got a little bit of money from that, so we'll upgrade here. So, as you can see, Garrison is the Tiger Warriors.
Yep.
Because it's a unique building here, so maybe we can get growth.
Yeah, growth's always useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those missions obviously will refire. You've got the choice on some of them where they are try and do as much damage if you like, take out armies, settlements in a period of time, and there's other missions which will just stay there persistent. So you do want to make sure you're picking the right one for where you are in the campaign and what you want to have happen.
And they are quite scattered as well.
Yeah.
You know, it can really help determine a campaign of where you've chosen to go and where you're being dragged towards to complete these goals. So, like, we're not doing this one. We're not going all the way to heaven, right?
No.
So we'll let that one
journey.
But if I had chosen, because it did try and push me south, but my mercenary camp means that we are best friends with Brutus, so I left him alone.
Yeah. He often plays nice.
Yeah. There was a question if there's any unique landmarks that you would see as the Tiger Warriors.
Oh, great question. I remember we were discussing that. I have to come back to you on that. So whether we put those in or not. But yeah, definitely was considered.
We've got our again. I'm just going to fill these out. If you're a caravan, that's your job. And I think I'm hoping to see that Tao Yan leveled up. No, sorry, the Claw Speaker. So we'll get to pick one of your paths. Which would you recommend for us?
I kind of feel like this is something, maybe chat. Choose for us.
So we've got what? Ferocity, mysticism, and protection.
Yep, as a reminder, Ferocity is all about buffing the melee prowess of the Claw Speaker. And then the second unlock gives him a powerful battle prayer that buffs all the other Tiger Warriors, which makes them immune to psychology. So yeah, they're not going to get scared, but it also gives the Claw Speaker causes fear.
Someone said Ferocity, and that was the first one I said. So Ferocity is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And we can see as well, we've managed to get the Tiger Court enhancement here. So own armies within this region are hidden from other factions when there's no enemy lord in there. So does that mean they're not going to be able to see my army hidden in here? Or is that only when they're out of the settlement?
No, I think it's been in there, yeah.
It does look like they will have access to the... That's nice. Right, I'm going to stop trying to do things just so we can end the turn and see if Kolek comes back to us.
You should hover on those, because that's some of the changes as well on the edicts.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so there was a little pass done there just to spruce those up.
Because there's also ways to improve these, right? Through
That's
text.
right, yes.
Which I assume would be under
the provinces. Yes, I think they're on the extremities, I believe. Or some.
There you
go.
That search bar. First thing I did was type in Tiger Warrior, and then recruit everything that came up. So yeah, ways to improve those edicts is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we do have available missions. We're going to wait and see what we get else from him. So let's see. Someone's asking if we can see the victory conditions. So we'll have a look at them. Other people talking about victory conditions overhauled. If there's implementations or changes to those coming.
Not in this DLC. No. Not in this DLC. So yeah, but that is something that we've got in mind for the future.
Yeah.
And the team are busy working away on some stuff there.
They are. I've actually done quite a lot of the short campaign.
Yeah.
If I got I put a relic in a different one. If I had 2 more relics, I'd be able to complete a short victory here, which I guess it's usually about turn 50-ish.
Yeah, we wanted to focus on the nearby areas around the mountains.
Yeah.
Level up one of the pillars.
No.
And then, yeah.
What have you done? Okay, well that'll be me at home. It looks like we are going all the way over. It's
well, they're not very honourable, are they? In what they do. So
yeah. Of course, that's the polar opposite of what Bhashiva is all about in the Tiger Warriors.
So we'll keep pushing up here, but the hope really for me is that we're going to see a relic up here, because that's part of the discovery. I've actually found caravans have been very useful in finding relics,
they are.
Because obviously they're providing line of sight. I wish I'd sent more of them to just Barakvar, so that I could have scouted out more of the map with them. But it's been useful to see them popping up in quite unusual locations.
Yeah. I think the caravans were affecting Zhao's missions in this as well, so that's something that we've addressed recently, so that the missions are now focused around where Bhashiva is and her supporting armies. So yeah, you can still get them further afield, but we don't want to be sending you all the way to Bretonia or somewhere.
No.
On turn 5.
So where would you recommend I take Bhashiva from here? So we could go up and we could battle.
So what has he got left?
I reckon it's going to be here and then maybe Tamukan.
Yeah. That's not often one that you encounter.
I don't know how Nurgle will stack up against my big Tiger Warrior army. Probably.
Do you want to find out?
Maybe I do. Maybe we'll see if we can fight.
Yeah, I mean, they're going pretty slow, hard and heavy. So I think you might be running into some challenges, like with the Cursed Walls, some aspects.
And I'll tell you what, we debated it, but it actually looks like Zhao Ming's decided for us.
Oh, there you go.
We will be taking out the Tempest.
There you go.
And you can see here, so the Heralds of the Tempest are now going to be giving us more Iron Favour. The Jade Warriors will get as a bonus, and Iron Favour. So this is kind of scaled up with the Ask, right?
Yeah.
But we do have some money we'd be able to spend.
So what do you need? What have you got?
I mean, I could grab another Lord. It's expensive, it's a big investment, but I also have run out of my favourite insignia, so I'll grab a couple of them. It is the price going up that I have to be careful with not overspending.
And you've got decent unit capacity there.
I have. It'll be these guys. Just want to keep. I hate when all you see is peasants. It's just continuing to grow them. Although maybe we can wait and see.
Yes.
Grab them as part of.
So this is where you can get the extra units from.
Yes. Okay. We'll end turn. I think. I'm playing fast, not well, and I'm just not even playing that fast. Well. Okay, so do you remember when we said? Do you remember when we said we'll see how it stacks up against Nurgle? That is a caravan. This is a very likely dead caravan, right?
Here we are.
I know I should play it, and I'm going to.
Of course you're going to.
I'm going to lose.
Don't be one of those auto-resolvers.
This is one of my favourite caravans, because it's got my Dragon Slayer in it. Maybe the Dragon Slayer is going to be...
And you've got some, ogre balls there?
Yeah, it's a very hodgepodge. The organ guns as well are going to be very useful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got. I really cursed us by saying I wonder how the Tiger Warriors stack up against Nurgle. That is bizarre timing.
Yeah, Papa Nurgle heard you.
They declared war on me ages ago as well, and I thought, well, they're so far south, I'll never see them. Forgot about the caravans.
Here they are.
Someone said save before the battle. On the Total War streams, we live and die by my mistakes. I would say our mistakes, but we live and die by the mistakes I've made in the save. So, what's the Mr. Battle? What am I doing here? How am I going to be able to defeat this Nurgle army? What have I best got? Do I want to be Vanguard deploying the Stalkers?
Well, that's the thing about Nurgle and their demons. They're slow. So,
They are.
And you've got the mobility of the Tiger Warrior. So you could kite with the Tiger Warrior Stalkers.
Get a couple of shots off. Yeah.
And you've got the advantage of the Sawai and the Dragon Slayer as well.
They're coming to me, so that's useful.
Wear them down, and hopefully that'll be enough. If not, you can just lay down and die, I guess.
Yeah. So what's
Succumb.
just win, simple solution.
Or blame Zine. She's more than likely the orchestrator of this.
Yes.
I guess the organ guns, they're not great at firing over. They are, let's think of a word that isn't short. They are vertically challenged, so I don't want to stack them too far behind other things. I'd love a little hill. Compact, thank you. I'm still in the book, I imagine. I think this is the closest thing I've got to a little hill, so it's a massive hill. So if we stick them there, that's also got a little bit of cover from the side. If we have the stalkers in here, maybe to pounce on someone, on Nurgle, if they try and take advantage of them being relatively alone. Get our ranged here. I feel like the ogre balls are going to be the big charge. Yeah. Okay, if we go like,
absorb some of the damage for you.
If we go like this, keep them in reserve to see what the big thing is that I need to fight. I think the Dragon Slayer is going to be pretty crucial in taking out. I think their Great Unclean One was on half health, but likely going to be pretty crucial to taking him out. And they also have, unfortunately, a pretty big Wizard Lord.
So I see chat's asking about, do we have a cinematic trailer? Mm-hmm. We don't have a cinematic trailer this time like you would normally see, but we do have a really cool 2.5D intro cinematic. So that is going to be shared, and that will give you a little taste in the backstory of Bhashiva and the Tiger Warriors and how they got to be in Great Grand Cathay. So check that out when we put that up on the socials.
Someone asking how big the tigers were compared to the humans, so I was trying to give them a shot there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, put them next to the dwarves, they look massive as well.
They're slightly bigger than just a regular humanoid, but if you pair them against ogres, that's where you'll see the big difference.
Yeah, a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're kind of coming all in from this side, which I guess is okay. I've got the organ guns shooting at the giant, which isn't the ideal target for them, really, but it's that or it's the plague ogre. Oh, that's clearly the plague ogres. I don't like that my dedicated anti-large slayer has got that big old red exclamation mark above the chaos giant. I think these precursor weapons are hopefully going to have to chip them down, but it looks like they're also coming around the sides. This is going to be the end of one of my favourite caravans. I can feel it. Oh no. Okay, this is fine. Okay, if we have the ogres charge in, because then I can get the tigers. Okay, the tigers also charge in for those guys, and then I want these guys to be the float for deciding what to do next.
Okay.
I'm hoping these guys are going to get involved over here. Oh, that's nice. The plague ogres have been pretty robustly destroyed. Oh no!
Oh, hello.
I mean, at least I surprised them, right? They didn't know I was hiding there. So let's see how they do. Maybe these guys turning around to try and shoot something big over here. He's losing that, isn't he? Maybe if I send this guy in and weaken, Josh, is that what you would do?
Yeah, well, against who?
The giant.
Oh yeah. Get him in there. Try and wear him down. Wear him down. You got archers, crossbowmen there as well, right?
Oh, these were exalted. I did not notice.
Oh.
So I'm being shot as I do it. We'll shoot him back at least. Maybe I should just be volley gunning that then. These guys have held their own pretty well though. The Tiger Warrior's over here.
They do. Oh, your Dragon Slayer's about to. Yeah,
he's fulfilled his duty.
He accepted
he knew what he
Papa
signed up for. Okay, how's it going over here? It's not. Do you know what? Over here, it's not awful. I know they're running.
Just the cold.
It is.
Yeah, just a furball or two, you know.
Are those mine? Those are mine. So that's. He's coming. He's attacked my cannons. That's annoying. Okay, so my lords run. But if we can kill this thing, at least it's dead. So I won't have to fight it again. They're just gonna have to be sacrificed, aren't they?
Bear it down.
You get churned up.
And these guys are in big trouble over here. Josh, do you think you would have won this battle? And I'd ask you just to say to chat no.
Easily.
I hope you enjoyed your only stream.
Oh dear.
I'll have it there. Well, we'll lose this caravan, but not the war. I mean, you know, it's not a great start to the war against Nurgle, but we'll continue marching north. So this is one of our caravans that got intercepted, right? So they're going to have to start from scratch. I actually think this may have... No, I was going to say maybe it was the one that I just recruited. It wasn't. This was definitely one of my favourites.
That was the old ones.
He's definitely dying. But if I can at least kill the Chaos Giant, I think we can call this a Pyrrhic victory. I don't know, actually. I think I've set my sights too high with that with that rest. I mean, he's doing decent damage against it. If I can last 17...
Oh, no, that Spirit Leash is done. Yeah.
I see there's a challenge for the future.
Oh, how much health did he have left?
There's a challenge. There can only be one Josh going forward.
I mean, if the challenge is to win a 1-3 battle...
Well, according to social media, we should be fighting on an island somewhere. So.
Well, we killed some things. I killed a hero, and we killed a lot of Plague Ogres. We killed more than we lost, so we'll take that as the moral victory.
I think it's just good learnings for when you eventually fight them full on, right, with Bhashiva.
Do you know, I thought you were going to say the challenge is like, Josh, you're going to have to sit here playing this battle over and over again until you're able to win. Only then will the stream end. Well, that's a little taste of how the Tiger Warriors stack over Eatsburgle, I guess.
I saw someone asking about, are we doing anything to celebrate 10 years? There's a couple of little bits that we're doing. Something in game is a little thing, but I think it's quite nice. There's a new front end theme coming. Besides Bhashiva's one, so you'll get that, and I think there's some stuff going on around music as well. So I'm sure there'll be more information on that soon.
Yes, and I think we are coming up on time. I can't believe we're going to end it on me losing my favourite caravan, but I think then maybe to see this out, because I think we've done a bit of a dive here on the mechanics. You've got to see 2 victories and a loss, which, you know, that's the ratio we aim for here on the Total channel. So what I might do then is just save up and go over to the Lord Select screen, so we can just see Bhashiva's video there, and also some of the Army and Lord effects. So I'm going to put us back to couch camera while I go to the main menu, because I will save that main menu for the creators will show it over the weekend. So we'll let them show that. Right, there's a few questions. There's one thing which is, hey Rich, so directly to you. One thing I find lacking in game is the ability to adapt to different climates where it makes sense. Would you consider giving factions late game tech to do that?
I'd love to. We discussed that actually on this project, because we thought that would be a really good fit for her and what we're trying to do. So we ended up obviously giving her the hard-baked ones where she can now go into the wastelands and things like that. But that's something that we need to do some tech work on ourselves. So whether we introduce that for Lords of the End Time or not, I'm not sure. But I think it'd be a really cool thing to add to the arsenal going forward.
Fantastic. So we've got the faction effects and the Lord effects up for those interested. So obviously Lord effects helping out Tiger Warriors in battle. And our passive, which I think we've spoken about.
I just love this intro video.
It's a cheeky little tease for what you can experience with Bhashiva in battles. Just those ports.
That's such a good freeze frame moment. And yes, please keep your Iron Claws alive. They will be crucial in the battles against the ogres and the Chaos Dwarves. Right, let me have a quick look and see if we've covered everything that we need to cover. I believe we have. There's so many questions coming in. So, for example, there was a question of if you would ever go back and look at stuff like Skitter Leap, now that there's more teleportation tech within the game. So, loads of little questions. What we will be doing is next week as well. We'll be doing hopefully a release stream, so we'll be able to answer some more questions then, and that will be a bit more of us playing. So we'll be at the PCs rather than me trying to play on quite a setup that we've got here. So we will do that. I don't know who'll be there. Maybe one of you two. We'll see who turns up. I'll just start streaming and we'll see who's there. But otherwise, thank you both so much for coming. Hopefully you've all enjoyed just this look. A bit of a deep dive. There will be loads of gameplay coming out over the weekend from our content creators. So you'll see battles on Friday, I believe, and then campaign on Sunday. So you'll be able to see all of them playing it on legendary, very hard. But hopefully you enjoy all of that. Otherwise, coming out next Thursday.
Not long.
$3.99 in pounds. That's the only currency that I can hold in my head.
$4.99.
$4.99 and equivalent euros.
I believe so.
But thank you very much for joining us. Let me go back to the sofas. And in fact, maybe, do you know what? Even cheekier. We'll go back to the art.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you next week. And we'll see you when hopefully we're all playing Tiger Warriors together.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
See you.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.